All right, we've been trying to make this video for a while, but we're finally going to give you the full tour of 3333 Seminole, the Johnny Carson house, and everything that we've done during the rehab. It took us 4 years to do this rehab. A lot of reasons why. A couple years of it was just trying to get the power. But we pretty much ripped it from top to bottom, so we're just going to go ahead and give you a little tour of everything that was done. For starters, driveway, completely ripped out because we had to put in new drain lines. We also didn't like that they had like some kind of courtyard wall here once upon a time. They had some giant flagstones glued to the front facade. It just wasn't appealing. So we just ripped everything out. So all the stucco was redone on the outside of the house, front and back. We did find an original breeze block wall back here, but it had all those stones on it. We couldn't save it. So by to that, I had to re-stucco it. Then coming into the entryway, we know this was an addition. There was additions throughout the entire property. The original wall back here was a block wall and it had a window. Now there's a shower behind it. But we couldn't save any of this and we needed to keep all the additions. So we found this really cool wallpaper, which absolutely love. Wish we could have found some other casinos. We weren't able to, but we did use that. We do think the original front door to the house was here. Not positive, couldn't find the floor plans. We did look at several locations, most of the historic places in town. No such luck. We'll go over towards this is still part of the additions. We think this was originally the carport. Not positive, but most of the architecture in Paradise Palms leads you to believe it was a carport, and that would have been a breezeway going to the front door. We did re-plumb and re-electric everything. So we've got the new recessed can lightings. When we redid the flat roof, we added a drain going through this flat roof to the side of the house. All the flooring was new. Obviously, it's not perfectly level, but I think we had 8 additions over time, so nothing was done at the same time. We tried to level as best we could, put on the new tile. We were going to do another one of those pieces of wallpaper, but we couldn't find more of casinos, so we went ahead and did an accent wall here. Love the color. We tried to be as colorful as possible for this house because it's unique, it's different, and we just didn't want to be same and boring, white cabinet, gray counter flip. So again, all the insulation, all the drywall, that's all new. One of my favorite bathrooms is actually just the half bathroom. We found some really cool wallpaper for that. And we did manage to find a nice piece of art for the above the toilet for that one. Then for the laundry room, we didn't want to go with the barn doors going across because we didn't want to block the bathroom. We didn't want to go with regular bifold doors because it was, again, it's a special house. So we found these bifold barn door rail. We painted them yellow, of course. But it will fit the full-size washer and dryers that you find in most homes today. We did add another cabinet for some extra storage. Then let's go to bedroom number 1. 3 of the bedrooms have en-suites. All of them could be considered primaries. We changed a little bit of the framing because we wanted to reconfigure the bathroom and the closet. And then on one side, we added a closet to the exterior with some of the extra room. But we gutted everything again. Really like the tile we chose for this one. It really kind of fit the theme. So we went black and gold pretty much throughout with this bathroom. One of the things we added, and we don't know really why we added it, was a door from the bathroom to the closet. We always thought it was kind of nice, but I mean, again, I've got another door over here going out of the closet. So was it really necessary? Probably not, but we were trying to do things a little different. We do have the sub panel for this side of the house behind this door. We were going to cover it with art, but for now, inspections and everything, we just left it open. One of the framing areas that we were really trying to figure out was this space we're going to use as the formal dining space. Obviously, we couldn't put a chandelier, it's too low, and believe it or not, it was actually 6 inches lower. We had to raise the ceiling. The framing was a little bit janked from this addition, adding to that addition into the main house. So we couldn't quite figure out what we were going to do. But we just decided to make it a formal dining room. We added the bar area. We found that quartzite, which I loved, goes with everything really nice. Added a few floating shelves. The wine fridge, of course. And again, the one thing that we really didn't want to do was just to be ordinary. Most flips are, the white cabinets and the gray counters, and we just didn't want to do that. We wanted to do something a little more mid-century, fit with the neighborhood, but at the same time modernizing everything. So we chose these mahogany-style wood grain cabinets in a very modern finish. We added these quartzite counters. We did some extra slabs because we wanted the veins to match up with the backsplash and the countertop. All of the appliances are new. All of the electrical is new. All of the, everything in the house is new. All the cabinets are soft close hinges. Plenty of space. We didn't feel the need to add another pantry because there is a lot of cabinet space. We did another accent wall over here off the entry. Again, we wanted to find some more wallpaper, but we couldn't, so we just tried to do something really cool, incorporating the blue. Love the light fixture we found for that spot. Still has some of the old windows at the top. We did have to replace them and reframe around them. We couldn't save more of the old windows. They were just, everything was gone. Everything was changed already. But I really like how the kitchen came out. We added a ton of recessed can lights. We also added a skylight in there to give it some more natural light. And then we have the vaulted ceilings throughout this main living space. We added a couple of ceiling fans, a ton of recessed can lights, the big picture windows looking outside to the backyard. We changed the slider to French doors. We just felt it was more period, correct. And we do probably go from an 8-foot ceiling up to about a 12-foot ceiling. We did the 6-inch baseboards, again, all new flooring. We did have to do some repairs to the slab to try and, again, level it as much as we could. The fireplace is original. We did add some new tile around it, but it is the one thing that we were able to save. It is a wood-burning fireplace. Probably hasn't been used in 30 years, but it's still the original one that was here when Johnny built the house, and he was the original owner. Coming into this hallway, we do have a coat closet that does have enough space to add some more storage for a pantry if you wanted a pantry space and coat closet. Also has our attic access. Then we go into our bedroom number 2, which also features the vaulted ceilings. We think it was actually extended a little bit on this side based off of some of the concrete slab work. But the roof line matched up, so we just think it was overhanged off of old breeze block, but they extended it out. Not positive, but that's what we think happened. We did add this wall because we wanted to add a closet and a bathroom in here. The space was huge. We think once upon a time, some of this space was part of the main living area. Not positive, but since it was walled off here, we decided to go ahead and add a full bathroom or a 3/4 bathroom and a walk-in closet as well. Again, with those nice time period windows, we tried to keep the color scheme going mid-century 60s. Really happy with some of the choices in here. Love the vanity. Then through the rest of our hallway, we come to bedroom number 3, which is the only bedroom that does not have its own bathroom inside the bedroom. Still a really good size, probably 13 by 15. We wanted to go a little unique with the closet doors. So we found those on Amazon, and of course we just painted them yellow, just to keep with our theme. Of course, windows new ceiling fans, the recessed can lightings, of course. And even though it doesn't have its own bathroom, we also kind of went a little overboard with this bathroom. Really, I was searching for a way to use those green tiles for a couple of years, and I just couldn't find the right project to have it in. But once we got a hold of this house, and it was really kind of a no-brainer for me, I was like, I know I'm doing them somewhere in this house. And in this bathroom, they fit fantastic. This room, we feel it was probably the main primary when Johnny Carson lived here. Almost positive, can't really say. The closets do go all the way across. Same thing with the closet doors. We just painted them blue. It does go to the exterior where the breeze block is, kind of a view like that. The vaulted ceiling again, we added French doors. There was a giant addition in the back. We tore that out. It was probably 15 by 10, but it was done really horribly. It just would have made more work, and the house is already, nearly 3,500 square foot. I really didn't need another room off of here. For this bathroom, though, it did have an addition in the back, so we decided to keep that addition. We added our shower and our floating tub into this space. Even though the ceiling's a little low, we just felt that it worked well. It's the one bathroom where we didn't really go 60s tile. We kind of modernized it a little more. Really happy with how it came out. When the house was under construction, we did find the original sunken tub underneath, probably a foot of dirt and some old drain lines. It was a mess, but we think it was here. It was a completely different configuration, and it probably would have ended right where that door is. But really happy with the choices we made in here as well. Love the light fixture, really liked the vanity. So now what everyone wants to see is the backyard. The lot is about 12,000 square feet. It is kind of a pie-shaped lot where it expands a lot in the back. Just tons of usable space. This covered patio was completely enclosed. I don't know if it was originally that way. I don't know if it was original to the house. I just have no idea. But it was completely enclosed. We decided to cut out all the panels, remove all the plexiglass windows that it had, just open it up. Because again, I've got a large enough indoor space. I really didn't need more indoor space out here. Love having the size of it. The landscaping's all new. It is kind of getting overgrown. I probably need to trim it up a little bit. We had concrete problems everywhere back here. There were 2 layers of concrete, the original 60s concrete, then some of that horrible outdoor grass carpet mix glued on top of that throughout the entire backyard, and then another layer of concrete poured on top of that grass. So we had 10 dumpsters full of old concrete. We had to re-pour all of it because it all sloped towards the house. We had to get it away from the house. So the patio is new. All the concrete around the pool was ripped out. We've redone all of that. We wanted to add some fake grass, nice enough area where there is a play area for kids. Still wanted to go with all the new landscaping, all the new landscaping lines. There was a casita over here once upon a time. Part of the process to get our power was we had to remove the casita because it's underneath live power lines, couldn't have a livable structure. So as much as it hurt, we had to take the casita out, and then we had to pay for a new power pole. How many flippers have ever had to pay for a power pole? So I got a new power pole, I got a new transformer hooking up to the house. Nobody's ever had to do that I'm aware of to make a flip happen. At least not in the middle of town, Las Vegas. So part of that process also, we had to redo the entire retaining wall. We had to remove it, and then once they put it in the power pole, we had to rebuild it all the way across, and we're talking 70 feet of retaining wall. It was a painful process for us. We did run new water lines to the new autofill for the pool. The pool was replastered. It's new tile. We ran new return lines going to the equipment, new skimmer box. We had a new Kool Deck on top of the concrete around the pool area because it is Vegas. It will get hot. Again, the new landscaping's all tied into new irrigation. The pool equipment, one of the cool things is when the house was built in this originally, I think Johnny Carson added the pool in 1965 because him and his wife, they cut into the concrete there. And that's one of the cool things that we just couldn't get rid of. So we left this area for the pool equipment because we just thought we didn't want to get rid of that. And it just made sense and it gives it a little protection. But all of the lines going to the pool have all been changed. But the lot itself, there's just so much space. It's open. There's plenty of room to entertain, and it's a perfect house for entertaining. So if you'd like to come take a look at this place, give us a call, 702-480-9137. Go to our website, lvhomesgroup.com. We're here all the time for open houses, but we hope you enjoyed the tour. And if you're here in Vegas and you'd like to come take a look, again, just get a hold of us.